nature's eyes. Ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I said, come sisters. Come and take back your child. This grace.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to GBC Women with Words. The crew is here today after they've been away. Some of them took extended leave with no pay. Some people were giving PTO time last week, but there are certain people here who were out for a long time with no excuse. So we've already recommended some write-ups for this person. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. We hope that you can invite others to come and watch this evening. Of course, this is GBC Women with Words, and I am Glendy Jane. You know what? I miss calling my name when these two people were not here. Now I'm gonna take my time to say my name again. I am Glendy Jane Juniors. Welcome, Agatha and Michael.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be back.
Amen. And I want to let me give this woman a special welcome. This is the BA woman. This woman, I am telling you, if you want to have a party where the story is gonna linger for weeks, and it's a 50th, you better connect with this woman. She is a BA. I just coming from jail, so I'm talking that word.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that a little bit.
Let's talk about me being in jail.
Yeah, what was your crime?
My crime was this. You know how people always send stuff to post stuff on the page, GBC page.
Yeah.
So someone had sent something. It was a video with this lady. Of course, the lady had on underwear. The guy had on underwear. But I think the lady was heavy set and was sitting on the guy. I didn't really pay attention to the video. And somebody sent it to me, and I just shared it. And when I shared, I instantly remembered. In my subconscious, it was like, they're probably going to say it's nudity. You need to delete it.
Right.
I was not too fast for Facebook. I mean, it was like, I deleted it, and they still blocked me. But I want to tell you, this Facebook blocking thing is serious, because they also have a new thing that they do now with the timing. So they told me that I was going to be in Facebook jail for 2 days. Okay. Now they blocked me on, I think it was Monday afternoon, Monday around 6 p.m. But the 2 days did not start until Tuesday morning.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't immediate.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, so that's new.
Yeah, that's a new thing. It didn't start. So there was I was awarded 3 fines. 2 days. Yes, 2 days being blocked. You can't comment. You can't do anything. And that for your GBC people. Then the second fine was 5 days. I cannot post in a group. Like, I cannot comment. Like, if Spoon TV was to do something, like we're doing this show now, I won't be able to comment in it.
Right.
And then also the other one is that anything I share on this GBC page is going to be all the way down. It's going to be probably the last in the feed. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a serious thing. I mean, we have to get together and find some civil rights lawyers.
How about we just don't post any nudity?
I know. I think we should do that.
I think we just do that.
Yes. Thank you, Agatha, for saying that, because tomorrow morning I'm going to write some of the things I found out what you should not do for Facebook so that you don't get blocked. I mean, even though some people say, well, people are addicted, but this is a way of communication. It's not so much about addiction. It's not so much that you can't find anything else to do. This is a company for me. I don't go anywhere. I love my bed. So when I sit on Facebook, I talk to a lot of people there. So it's like, some people can't have it. It's like, if this is your best friend, some people connect to Facebook in so many positive ways. So there are certain things that we have to put up on the page so that, because this is the thing. If Agatha sends me something to post, they're not going to block Agatha. They're going to block me. So The person that caused them to block me. I will not say your name, but please, we're gonna stop it. No, if you see anybody, if you see nakedness, don't put it there because Mark is not joking.
Let me tell you what I've learned. There are certain words that are censored.
Yes.
So if you can write in the Liberian colloquia, you're good.
Yes.
Because there are certain things that the algorithm can pick up.
Yes.
So there are always ways to beat the system, but we're all adults. We want to be respectful. So, next time just see if the lady got too much flesh showing or the guy got too much flesh showing. Just don't.
And I think the timing was right too. And I think I on the positive side, the timing was right for them blocking me. And it was right in a sense that this is the week that Michael decides to come back to work. I'm gonna give it to him today.
Let me say you owe me. Since you owe me, let me tell you now. So I gotta listen now. Yesterday reaches out to me and says, "Oh, a black hole, but can you please post this?" I'm looking crazy to you. The CET they block you for, you can't send me post. I said, no, I don't accept calls from jail. Okay. I don't accept calls from jail.
That's a good
one. It's a serious thing. I was talking to Eva too about it. I was like, Eva, the black bitch, she said clearly. Not everything that people say you gotta share.
Yeah. So you gotta use your judgment.
She said if you don't have the time to review it, she said they send me stuff all the time. I tell them y'all go post it yourself. Nobody blocking me. So and I think it's something that I have to be conscious of because we like what we do. I mean, GBC is an important part of what we do, and so it's to have any one of us block is a serious thing for the entire team. Because if Michael was not available, then it would probably be just a kata or I won't be able to come on. But the timing was just right that everything was right and everybody is back to work. So don't send me any naked picture, please. Please.
Well, how about we do this? All of our guests, all the members of the group are able to post.
Everybody's able to post.
So go ahead and post it. If you are embarrassed to post it, then maybe it should not be shared.
Yes.
Because I get a lot of stuff that I'm like, this one's questionable. I'm okay with it, but maybe I'll just slide into somebody DM and we kiki about it and move on. But you just have to use your discretion, really.
So some things you all will send, it's not going to be posted, it's going to be deleted because we're trying to make sure that our presence is on the page and that we're able to do the show and that no one is being blocked because it's just not right. And they really and plenty of y'all even asked for me, said y'all even miss me. Anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome everybody. We have our guests. We're gonna bring our guests on this evening. Who is joining us all the way from England. I was leaving with Agatha then with the English today. That English people didn't hear today. Welcome, James. He laughing already.
Thank you.
Welcome. We want to appreciate the fact that there is a difference in the time zone and that you're able to take off your time to come and join us to do this. It says a lot about you and what you want to do. And also, it also says a lot about the work that you're also doing. There are a couple of things that I forgot to do. I'm going to do it now that you're on. The month of July, the color for July is red.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Bassa red.
Yes. They're for the Bassa people.
Right.
Yes, so the month of July. That's why you see, because people was like, somebody texted me and said, Glenda, what is there any meaning to your colors that you show? I said, sometimes I Google and see what color is trending. We have blue for the month of June because of man. I said, but when I Google it for July, the color for July is red. So go put on some red stuff in the month of July. And then for the month of July, also, there are 3 things that I want us to highlight for awareness. It is National Childhood Obesity Awareness Month. It is also National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And eye injury prevention. I added this specifically for the glasses people. One like Glenda, who have not done her test in 2 years.
Wow.
That's bad.
I need to go and do it because It's every year I should do it, but this year I'm a little late. So those are the awareness. So James, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Tell us, we want to first, so I have to do this. It's traditional. Agatha and Michael. Michael tried to clean James. Agatha.
Really? Is he your cousin on your father's
For the
side?
first time, for the first time, Michael
Mm.
knows somebody. It's like Agatha, you very one when James came when I said, "Oh, Michael, I know James from country." They said, "I know James long
Long
time."
time.
It's like a
Long time.
competition. But he don't know James' first name, though. He just know James' last
Yes.
name.
Yeah,
That's okay.
He said, "No, Kawah."
yeah.
So, James, tell us a little bit about you, what you're doing in London, what you've done there. Just introduce yourself to us, for us and the audience, so that they get to know who we're talking to. And I can see there are a lot of British people on today. I see Douglas Sangale, the British base, also on. And I think Evelyn is there also. They're watching. So it's good support that you have people from where you are
Thank you.
watching also to support you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been living in London for about 25, 26 years now in London. And I was privileged to have gotten a scholarship from the London School of Economics to do catering management. I worked for them for a couple of years, and the manager saw some good in me and said, James, I think you're more than what you are. And I was given the privilege to go and do catering management at Lewisham College, which I did. And I went to work with London School of Economics for a few years. Apparently, the school was privatized in the catering department, and then I was asked to have either stay there or move away if I wanted to move. And knowing myself, I applied for a job at a hotel called the Clarendon Hotel, and I was accepted there as a chef, not the head chef. And I took my credentials there. And luckily for me, after 3-4 months, the manager called me and asked me to be the head chef. So I was like, wow, I've just come to a hotel, a 4-star hotel, to be head chef there. I was a bit nervous, actually. I'll be sincere with you. And I said, okay, I took the job up. And I managed staying there for 10 years as head chef. And the Olympic scheme, the London Olympic scheme, they were looking for a head chef to do the Afro-Caribbean section of the London Olympics. And it was a contract for 2 months. So I asked my manager, I said, look, I want to go back home. I'm leaving, so can I be redundant? Because I stayed for 10 years and I was going to get good money for the 10 years I was there. So he said, yeah, Mr. Kawah, no problem. So they paid me off, and I took the contract with the Olympics, and I was there for 2 months as head chef.
Right.
And afterwards, while at the Olympics, I applied for another job. And as I went into the care system now, and I was a care company about to open, and they called Genesis, and they were looking for someone to organize the care system, the catering system. And then I applied for a job, and I got a job, and I stayed there for 7 years. I organized them, and I left. And I went to a company which at present I'm working with Barchester Care Home. We are about the biggest company in the UK. Now I go around we have about 236 care homes. And I go from city to city, county to county to update their paperwork and to train the chefs.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I do. And then in the interim, I decided to open my own business because I have worked in the food industry for over 20 years. I said to myself, I'm making a lot of money for other people. What can I do for myself?
Yep.
So I decided to reduce my hours with the Barchester group and then open my own business. And I was awarded, 3 months ago, I was nominated for the British Chef Award.
Wow.
And came second.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes. I have been in this business for quite a long time now. And it's a privilege to have me on your program. The community of the Liberian community knows me a lot. Everyone knows my productivity in London. So I'm well known, yeah. And that's why I am.
So I just want to ask you, the cooking The chef, they may go into the colloquial, I'll leave the English for the other people. They cook it here. That quantity of food you were eating that you that food were eating that made it won't be chef.
No, I've been sincere. My mom really encouraged me into the kitchen when I was very young. I mean, she was my stepmom. Actually, I lived with my stepmom, and she was one of the women that really encouraged the men to do a lot of cooking, baking, cleaning, ironing, do all the housework.
Lord, can you please send that man to me?
the men were doing it. So when I came to the UK, I want to do housing management, but I wanted to do it part-time. But it wasn't possible because I had to be in the housing industry before I can do it. And when I got a job with LSU in the catering department, I could have done part-time and work. So I just chose, I said, look, I can cook, I can do this. And then I basically said the internet is so good because you Google everything and find on the internet. Once you get stuck, just go on the internet and Google. You can read, just read, educate yourself. So based on that, I started liking British food. And then I brought my own idea in. What I actually did was I was formulating my own recipes at work, even at the hotels. Sometimes I would call some sauce the Wakola sauce, which is from Cape Mao, Kinderjard sauce. I would then give it different names. And people would taste it and ask me, what kind of sauce did you make with that fish? And I would say, Kinderjard sauce. He said, how is it made? I said, no, that's my private ingredients I put into it.
Proprietary information.
And then that how come I really stayed long at the hotel because I brought a different business aspiration to the hotel, bringing in the African Caribbean section. It was a white hotel, dominantly white. But when I got to work there were Nigerians, Ghanaians coming to our program there because they knew there was a black chef there. So, I mean, yeah. So I just started enjoying cooking. I just looked and enjoyed stuff. And now I found myself in this industry.
Amazing. Like I said, Michael.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about this Liberian restaurant. Do you cook authentic Liberian food or is it a hybrid?
No, I do. What I do is because clientele are Liberians, non-Liberian. So my menu is incorporated.
Okay.
What I do every week, I do a Liberian dish. Because what I try to do is to introduce Liberian cuisine to other people.
Absolutely.
Like recently, I had check rice and gravy. That's one of the I had in the style.
Already.
Check rice and gravy. But standard, I have on the menu. Standardly, I have like different kinds of fish with stir-fried vegetables, with fried yam, with fried plantain. I do grilled croaker, grilled tilapia, grilled snapper. Nice. I do prawn salad. I do Cajun chicken salad. So, but every week what I try to do is to incorporate a Liberian dish, or cassava leaf, or potato greens. Every week I do a different Liberian dish. And I'm experimenting really to see which of the dishes are more popular among people. Mm-hmm. The first one I found out is check rice is very popular. Mm-hmm. And cassava leaf is very popular as well. Mm-hmm. And collard greens is very popular as well. You know, so what I try to do, as I said, palm butter is not as popular as I thought it would have been, because as I said, I have a multicultural environment around me.
Right.
So what I do is, I think there's not too much in the red oil. Yeah, that the red oil business is not too much.
Small people that I have fat like remember that.
So they cut down the oil. They don't like too much oily food on that.
Of course.
So
where do you get your produce from?
Oh, it's so simple. We are like 3-4 hours away from Africa.
Yes.
There's a lot of African food in
by
London.
plane, y'all.
Yeah, so we have fresh food in London, and I live where I live. I live about 15 minutes from the biggest fish factory in London. They call it Billingsgate Market.
Yeah,
and you can get any kind of fish in that market, fresh fish, any seafood you want, you can have it from there. So it's opportunity for me as well. So you can have lots of anything fresh in Liberia you can think about African food you can find in London.
Have you tried tobagi?
No, I haven't. I haven't yet. I haven't put it on my menu yet. Because you see, the thing is about like tobagi and things when you're doing it, you got to be very careful with when you're doing certain food. Because how you going to describe it? First of all, you have to know how to describe it to the people, to tell them exactly what are the ingredients, because now people are so concerned about ingredients, what are in the food, because now it's one of the priorities in this country that every food you do, you should be able to say exactly what's in the food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a part of the requirements, nutritional requirements, to tell people. So like tobagi will be so difficult, because tobagi, I can't tell I'm using what kind of oil I'm using. Why would tell you? Corporate soda. So you have to be very careful what kind of dish you make. If a Liberian person asks me specifically and tell me, say, can you do me a tobagi dish, then I can do it for them for a special occasion. But on the whole menu, I haven't put that there yet.
Okay, let me help you. Let me help you explain this tobagi, because it's my favorite food, and I was only introduced to it when I moved to the States. Believe it or not, I never had it in Africa, in Liberia. But how I explain it is, it's eggplant's cousin.
Okay.
Right? It's eggplant. Yeah, it's the relative of the garden egg, right? Garden egg, it's smaller, and you just go with that. As far as the oil is concerned,
aubergine. Yeah, we say aubergine. We call it aubergine. Yeah.
Well, that's how the French people call it. So tell them it's the cousin of aubergine, right? And the oil, you don't have to explain the tobagi oil. All you gotta say is the same palm oil, but it's enhanced, right, with bicarbonate of soda. That's basically what country soda is. It's bicarbonate of soda. So I mean, there's a way you can
work around it.
But it is an acquired taste, so I understand your hesitation.
Acquired taste and acquired tolerance too.
That is. Let's just be for real, right?
Yes.
That is.
Yes.
All right, Michael.
I'm just so happy. I'm happy to have you on, man. It's been a while.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's been a
long while. It's been a long while.
Trying to blame friend now.
Yes. Yeah, please let me enjoy my life.
Yeah.
Now you don't enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. I'm listening to your accomplishments. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, but indeed, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
So I know one thing I've noticed is that you seem like somebody who's been very progressive. Okay. Yep. And so now you have Kawah's Cozzy Garden. And we're talking about the makeup of it. And my question to you is, what is this vision that you have? Where are you trying to take this?
Well, I'll be sincere. I'm looking at this business to become a multi diversified business in different areas of London, and whereby I can train other people, I can train chefs, I can have this business in different parts of England, as it may be. And well, people are calling me to Liberia, but looking at the economic system in Liberia now, the economic problems, the stability, I'm not looking to Liberia maybe in the next 2-3 years. I might. I'm not erasing it off, because there is a beach called the Silver Beach. I don't know if you heard about Silver Beach in Liberia. I met the lady, the proprietor there. She called me. She wants me to take over the beach and go and run it there. But come on, I can't leave my investment here now to go to Liberia to run a business there, whereby there's instability there, economically now. I'm not talking about whatever. But as you ask the question about what about my vision to expand this business all around England, as little as it may be, I want to start from like 1 or 2 to 3, and once there's a stability, I can extend it as big as I can, because I have lots of Liberians living all over England, in Manchester, in Liverpool, in Northampton, in Birmingham. In fact, when I opened the business, all of them came down to support me a lot. I'll be sincere. That's why I get very upset when people say Liberians are not supportive in England. That's a lie. They are very supportive. I will tell you that for true. Liberians here are very, very supportive. But even though I'm not leaning only on Liberians, but they are very supportive, I must admit to that.
Yes.
Especially my friend Douglas Fangalo, which I must mention his name tonight.
Yes. I wanted to go to ask that question because there's a tendency for people to always say Liberians are not supportive, and to always say, oh, it's so hard to get Liberian people to want to do something. So the fact that you said it, that's a good thing. I mean, because and then the thing about it is people are so into this donor fatigue mode. So it's like when you always giving, it's like who asking to come open restaurant.
But I would tell you a little fun when I was launching the restaurant the first time, and then because I'm a party person, always I have barbecues and stuff like that.
Brother, we can't do it any other way.
So when I told people I was launching my restaurant and they were paying for the food and drinks, everybody said, "Wow, that sounds strange." I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm starting a new thing." And then and I'll be sincere, people were prepaying for food. And I tell you what, people come to your restaurant, it depends on what you produce. If your standard is high, people will come. If your standard is poor, people will not come. And that's what people don't understand. They do bad food, bad standard, and expect people to come back. No, people will not come back. So your first impression, and you should have a standard, like McDonald's. Look, all over the world, McDonald's have a standard. People eat to McDonald's 24/7. You don't have your food today. You come, then the food is nice. Then tomorrow you come, you have the food tasting wrongly. No, that's why people do not understand about food and the look of your food. People eat from their eyes and your presentation, how you present your food to people. You know, like the African restaurants. What I did was that I went to some African restaurants and I saw how they were presenting the food, and I was disappointed. But what I did, I bought special kinds of trays, special kinds of plates that I present my food on. And my color in my restaurant is red, white, and blue. And that's my color. A bright color. When you're doing food, you don't do a dark color for food. You don't go start doing brown. You don't go start doing yellow. Do something bright when people come and see the place, say, wow, that wow effect. They will come back. You know, so just little things that you need to know when you're doing food. People don't understand that. If I go to a restaurant and I see the restaurant is painted brown, I'm not going back there again because there's something in my mind telling me, why are they hiding? If I see a white restaurant, I say, wow, I'm going back there again because it's white and clean, consistency. You know, people don't understand all the little things that people see. The plates, use white plates. Don't go use color plates like you had in dirt. Use white plates, napkins, use white napkins. So those are things that people don't understand why people go to a restaurant and don't go back there again. So that's my way of encouraging people to come to my restaurant. Like, that's my deco. My deco encourages people to come to the restaurant.
Awesome. You're muted.
Muted.
No.
I am muted.
No, sorry, I am. I had a question for you, James. You said something that really caught my attention. You know these little, what we, untrained see as little things, but you're calling them out as, big things for someone running a business. For people that didn't have the opportunity to be formally trained like you did, where could they go to get that type of information? Is there anywhere that they might go to say, hey, you start to eat with your eyes and the presentation is important, your color choices are? How do you get someone that's just starting out that hasn't had the opportunity to be formally trained like you were to get some of this information?
Well, as I said, when you go to college, you got different models in college. When you go, you pick out the models you want to do, and they have a food presentation. They have deco food. They have different aspects of model that you have to learn, and also it comes from experience. Sometimes these things come from just experience. Just from your eyes, you go to other. Like for me, I like to visit. When I travel, my first place I go to is restaurants. I go to France, I go to Belgium, I go to Holland, I go to Italy, I go to Germany. I eat out a lot, and my eating out is to observe. Basically, what I do, I'm observing different factors. If I see a restaurant is full of people, I will say, "Wow, people coming to eat here." First, I call for your menu. I look at your menu first. Secondly, I look at your pricing. People are saying my pricing is low. But my price is not low because everything I put into the food is costed. So it enables people to come back to rest to eat. Some people think when you open a restaurant, you want to get rich in a month's time. No, it doesn't work like that. Cost your food. Sometimes I do a prawn salad for £3, £5 for a prawn salad. But my ingredients I'm buying it wholesale. I know how much I'm paying. If I pay a pound for my dish, if I pay and I sell it for £3, I'm making £2 profit. If I sell 50 of that, you know how much I'm going to make. So I'm going to sell it £5. Like I do the croaker fish. If you go to the Nigerian restaurant here, they sell it for £20. I sell mine for £12, and I sell the amount I sell a day. Trust me, I'll run out of fish. Like this morning, I was in the market buying fish again. But the quantity you sell makes you a profit. People don't understand that. If you sell for £20 and sell 5, what's the point of holding fish and not turning over? That's what people don't understand. But sometimes, as I said, it's based on experience. And the small management at the economics at the accountant, I apply as well. So I do a lot of
what I'm hearing you say for Ma Mary or Ma Sarah that's trying to start her little restaurant business, before they start, even though they don't have formal training, your advice to them will be to visit other restaurants, visit other places of business, and learn from what they're doing that may work for them. Because not everybody had that opportunity to go to that culinary school you went to, right?
Exactly. Visit on a restaurant, see what their menu looks like, first of all. See what their prices look at. See what the decor looks like. Some people like privacy when they go to eat. Some people like a cozy, airy place. Some people don't like dark places, they like lightnings. And it depends on what you want to do. So based on that, people will come over to your restaurant. Some people don't like juke up places. The one of area of breeze blowing you air
conditioning. That's not training. It's a sugar place. That's not training.
I mean, sincere, and that's why I do. I go to a lot of other restaurants in London, Nigerians, Ghanaians, and I see a lot of things. I say, okay, there's something I can follow. There's something I can bring into mind, and there's something what I cannot do. So based on that, especially popular restaurants, go to popular ones and see what they're doing there. But I think pricing is very, very important as well. It's very important when you are costing your food. Very, very important.
Right. Yeah. So I wanted to. So I mean, with your experience, we've already talked about why you went into the restaurant thing or the cooking or the chef business. But what I want to find out is, I know we talked a little bit about it before we came on the show.
Right.
Your expertise, how have you been able to use it in Liberia with other Liberians? I want people to hear what you've been able to do from what you've told us to help other Liberians in other restaurant businesses in Liberia. How have you been able to say, I'm sure you have friends who have restaurants in Liberia or have places.
Yep.
How have you connected with some of these people?
Well, my first big connection was Charles Sullivan. He had a restaurant in Monrovia, and he was opening a restaurant, and he got connected to me by Chris Massaquoi. Because Chris Massaquoi came to London, I was working at the hotel as head chef, and then Chris told Charles, "Oh, I got a brother-in-law in London. He's a chef, and he opened a restaurant. He can come over and give you some advice." And then I flew over to London, to Monrovia, and he was opening a restaurant. I gave him advice about the deco, about this whatsoever. And he opened a restaurant. It was successful. Vapila has a hotel in Banga. I went to Banga as well.
The name Passion Hotel.
Passion Hotel.
What's it called?
Passion Hotel. It's in Banga. And I went there. I was there for like a week. I trained the staff. I showed them how to use some local produce like sweet potatoes, like yams, like cassava. And because they were like going to Monrovia to get potato chips, I showed them how to do their own chips, potato chips in Monrovia. So I showed them a lot of things that they had to go to Monrovia. I showed them how to plant sweet peppers right in the garden, right there, use their own sweet peppers and do what they want to do with it, do their own lettuce, cucumbers. And when I left, they called me back and said, wow, James, you know how much we're spending less than what we were doing before? And then I changed their menu around as well, because what they were doing, they were trying to compete with the Lebanese. Lebanese food will be a standard thing. They want to beat the European thing in. Don't do Lebanese food, do something different. Because if I go to Monrovia, I don't want to eat Lebanese burger or Lebanese tea or Lebanese whatever. I want to eat something local. And then I introduce them to do some local food. And I told them to leave too much. Also do local food and do some like fish and chips. Right. I told them, I said, look, you got snapper, you got mackerel, you can fillet it and do your own fish and chips in this country. So when I did it, they had it and said, wow, trust me. Now, Passion is doing fish and chips, which is very popular there.
Yeah, I hear a lot about the hotel, the service.
Yeah. They're doing very well, very well. Even the front house boys. I used to work in the hotel, so I did a lot of front house as well. So I show them how to, even when guests come in, how to welcome the guests, how to take them to the rooms, how to tell them what Banga looks like, give them an idea of what Banga looks like, encourage them, have a conversation with them. Don't just bring in the room and dash them down there. Have a conversation. People want to talk sometimes. They want to ask questions. But don't keep yourself so busy. You can't even have a conversation with your clientele. You know?
So we have we've been to probably a few Liberian restaurants and sometimes they have like authentic dishes or regional dishes that they create. I know there's a Liberian with the fufu taco in Atlanta. There's also a Liberian chef in Dallas. They have I saw the other day they had the plantain bowl in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
So I want to also hear from you. What is one thing that is original to you in your restaurant or that you're thinking about, so that when we go, because if you're coming there, someone's coming to visit you, they want to know what this is his creation. This is what he did. Is there something that's there? Because you never know. I may be coming to London. Who knows?
Well, I mean, so what I do is okay. Like my yam. I do yam wedges.
Okay.
Nice.
I do yam wedges, and the style, the cut of it is very different.
So why you bring some picture here so we can all eating it now?
I do some sweet potato wedges as well. Okay. Even the plantain, the way I cut the plantain is very different from what other people cut plantain, how to do the plantains. And my stir-fried vegetable is very colorful.
Woo.
When I put the vegetables on, it's very crunchy and colorful on the fish. It makes the plate look so appetizing, you know. So I do the fish. I put I elevate the fish. I put the vegetables on the plate, which elevates the fish, and I put the vegetables on top. So you see that wow factor. When you see the food, look at that, you say, wow, you want to taste it. Some people come to the restaurant just to say, I came to observe, to have a function. And when they see the food, they say, wow, I can't go back without tasting this food. Just the look.
Let me make an appeal to all my rich friends out there. If you're planning to go to London and you want me to tag along, let me know ahead of time so I can start saving my little small money so I can follow. The rich people know who I'm talking to.
And you got a discount as well. When you come, you have a discount. Just call call CB's, and you have a discount at the restaurant. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna send some friends over, James.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes.
And they have a discount, a special service from me as well.
Okay, so your staff, who do you have working in the restaurant?
Well, I have my staff is a family-run business for now, okay. And I have my daughter, her friends, my wife, and I have I have 70% of my staff are Liberians.
Good.
30% are non-Liberians.
That is good.
So that's how I run, but mostly it's like family-oriented at the moment.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's really good. That's really good. So who do you do the cooking or your wife? Both?
No, my wife is she's the CEO. She's putting.
That's good. That one, that's a yes, sir. I hope she raised lettuce to that restaurant. She will not even put on anything for
My
cooking.
wife is the CEO, and I do the cooking. Really, I do because I'm very keen at what goes out to my clients. I'm very keen on that. So I'm at the. Also, as I said, I had a friend that used to help me from Gambia, but unfortunately he passed away. So at the moment, I'm like on my own. I'm training another chef now, a Liberian girl who lives in Wales. If I'm having big functions, I bring her down to me and she comes for the weekend. Because most times my functions are weekends. So she comes down to help me on the weekends. And then most time when I'm on my own, because most of my things are pre-prepared. And that's the thing about catering. You have to be very organized. If you're not organized, forget it. You have to be very, very, very organized. You should know what. And the menu is not. I don't make the menu so splendid, so big. Make it precise and nice, because your wastage costs a lot of money. People don't understand why businesses go down. It goes down because of wastage. Sometimes people want to impress. And it's not. It's about business. It's not about impressing. It's about giving people the right thing and the right kind of food, and that's what I do. I have about on my menu. I change my menu every week, but I have about 12 items on my menu. Not more than that. 12 items is enough. You have a choice of 12 items.
So do people have the?
I'm
sorry. Do people have the opportunity of what's that thing? What is no now? What I call the thing that can pick up the food?
Oh, Uber Eats.
Oh no, I haven't done it yet. If you're about 20 miles away from me, I do delivery.
Okay.
I do delivery. I myself do my delivery 20 miles away from me. If you are 20 miles or more, you have to spend at least £50. And then I charge you extra
to deliver.
Yeah. So, or some people themselves come and pick it up. They call me and say, "Look, I will be there this time. I'll pick up my food myself," and they come and pick it up. So I haven't really done the Uber delivery stuff yet. I haven't done it yet. I haven't. Because as I said, I just started about 2 months ago now. So I haven't brought in that delivery system yet. But hopefully, in the future, I will.
So James, how can people find you? Someone's asking me, do you have a presence on social media? Do you have an Instagram account, Facebook?
Well, as I said again, because the business, I'm so busy already. I haven't expanded this business to the extent, because I get so busy sometimes. I'm not even on Instagram and Facebook yet. I'm so busy. If I get there, I'm coming. So I have to make sure I have the staff in place and the chefs in place. Then I'll make it really bigger. But for now, the restaurant takes seated. I take about 25 people seated.
Okay.
So, yeah. So if I start,
how can people find you then?
Well, what I do, the Library Association, I do a WhatsApp. What I do, I send information on WhatsApp to my contacts with my address, telephone number, and they contact me. And before they even come, they call me and say I'm coming. And so that right now I'm using WhatsApp and the Library Association's information. That's what I do.
So you need to get the CEO on top of that, though.
Yes.
Really, you got to get the CEO on top of that. And as Glendy would always say, once you've come on this show is your show. We have folks from all over the world, and of course in the UK. Make sure you advertise on our page so people can find you.
I will definitely. Now, this has prompted me now to even increase. When Glenda told me, I said, "Wow." She's now pushing me to even go bigger now and start to increase my staffing, my reliability. So
I mean, this is one of the things, and I'm happy that Agatha said that. If you're in a tight spot and you need some assistance with developing the Facebook page, please, I don't mind. I'm sure Michael doesn't mind. We don't mind.
No, we don't mind at all.
Whatever we need to do to be, because I think what you need to do is when Agatha keeps asking about how can people find you, if you're so vibrant as you are in the work that you're doing, and people know you in London, but other people in other areas that will be traveling to London want to be able to have an opportunity. So please use us, whatever you need from us that we can do to help give you the publicity you need. And it doesn't take, let me tell you, Michael, doesn't taking a minute to start a Facebook page. You hear me? You can close your eye, you open one. Please, and that's and if he's
Take
your
lots
brother,
of pictures.
Oh, he's my brother. Marco is my brother. No problem.
yes, if he's your brother, please connect with him, because we can't be in
will.
2022 from Cotton University and you be telling us that we're connecting on WhatsApp. That's not gonna happen here. Let me just be straight up.
There you
Exactly.
go. This is what's great. This is
Yes.
what's great about this show. We want to be able to help other Liberians, other Africans get to the next level. So you see, Glendy and Michael, well, Glendy already offered Michael assistance. You see, I'm not even putting my name there. I'm just here to give you the suggestion. As you produce those plates and send them out, James, take a quick picture. Tell your daughter, I'm pretty sure she's going to take a quick picture.
I do have some pictures, actually. I do have some pictures.
Well, we got content. Then just send it over. Let's get it started.
Send it to Michael. Work with him. You have a logo. Please. Make sure you have that thing set up so that we can start the publicity. We can help you. This is what we're here for. This is what this show was made
about.
Thank you.
We're a support system for Liberians, for Africans, for Americans, whoever is a part of GBC, whoever needs an assistance, we want to be able to, like Akata would say, especially for Liberia, we don't always want to talk the bad things. We want to talk about the good things about Liberians, what they're doing. So
Glendy, by next Thursday, you will have social media presence for the restaurant. What is the restaurant's name?
Kawah's Cozzy's Garden.
Kawah's Cozzy's Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, Kawah's Cozzy Garden in London. Okay, got it.
And I'll tell you the
next Thursday.
Yes.
By next Thursday, we will be advertising Kawah's Cozzy Garden in London with social media presence, because you already got content, right? You got pictures. Yeah. Let's get it out there and let's start promoting this business and take it to the next level.
And I'll tell you, and a little thing, Michael has been off for a month, so he has a lot of time. And he's not working. The fact that he's here, I'm serious. The fact that he's here tonight, please, my brother, seize the opportunity.
No, we'll get it done. Get it done.
Michael, we will.
We want to be able. We're committing ourselves to get you started out there in Facebook world, YouTube,
Instagram,
Twitter, Instagram, whatever you need, whatever pictures. Please let us know. We want to be able to help you. If you don't have a logo, we have our own personal logo maker.
We are connected, James.
We have what you need. But to the folks who's been watching this evening, we've been talking to James Mambu. Kawah, what were the name we used to call you in Cottington?
So many names.
Kawah?
Kawah.
Kawah, that's what we used to call him. But we've been talking to James Kawah, our seasoned chef, I may say. And it's such a joy for me when we have so many Liberians that we know who are great chefs, they cook well, their food is tasty. We just had a buga party where extravaganza party where we had some good food from the village cook, chef also from Atlanta. But it's a good thing that we have Liberians who can really, really cook. But we want to commit ourselves to see whatever we can do to assist you in this journey. Okay. And of course, when I'm telling you, I have some rich people that I'm connected with. If they say, Glenda, I think we can go to London, it will take me like 6 months to find my little copy.
Crazy.
When is the best time to come to London?
When it's not raining.
Rich people talking.
I'm just saying the summer is the best time. This is the best time now in the summer.
This time? Okay.
Yeah, this time the best time. From like May up to September latest.
So can you please carry me there next year for my birthday?
Yeah, we'll carry you. I hope you have pepper soup on your menu, because I was in London for 12 days. It rained 10 days out of the 12 days I was there. It was so depressing.
I know.
So please, I hope you have pepper soup on your menu, because that's what I'm going to come there to have.
You will. You will. You will have pepper soup on menu. You will. It's always there.
There you go.
I want to also go through the the comments, because we read some of the people. We always want to read some of the comments. Sunday Washington is saying you need a catchy name like Kawah soup. So you can credit us now. Agatha has brought about the pepper soup, so it can be Kawah pepper soup.
Kawah pepper soup.
Hello.
Yeah. What he says, there's another one. The Cameroonian and DFV have a restaurant and club called Corner Kitchen. Okay. Let me see somebody else. I see something here about KMTV. Are they trying to put us on the radio? Well, let me put it us out here. Women, there you go. You see that? That's how you can read. You see connections.
There we go.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so
that's
much.
good. That's very good. That's very good.
To be live on KM Radio
Radio
International.
International. Wow.
You
Wow.
you see what this show has done. So we're always gonna remember, and we'll be coming to London to eat free food.
You're welcome.
No, we're not coming to eat free food.
It's a number one patronizer of like black business, is how she call it, black business. So we will definitely show up. Kawah, please make sure don't lose sight of us. Whatever you need that we can help you with, we're here to support you. We're proud of you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to you and your family. This is a virgin business. You're just starting. I like to connect it to me. I'm a virgin. So
oh my God.
Why did we have to go there today? Really?
So we're just starting and we're committing. Agatha has the timestamp by next Thursday. We also advertise a Liberian business every Thursday.
Excellent.
So next Thursday, you have a goal to set that you must, the different things, the email, the Facebook, YouTube, whatever else you need to set up. Michael, this is his punishment for not coming to work for a month. We'll make sure those things are set up, and it's so signed by me and Agatha.
Yeah.
Any closing comments?
That is no problem.
Any closing comments?
Yeah, I really like to appreciate what you guys have done for me. I mean, this is very motivational for me. As a matter of fact, it has made me to even work to say I'm going to work very harder with all the opportunities you have given me.
Yes.
This is where we know when a person is serious or very unserious. Yes. And I can assure you, I won't waste your time. I will grab the bull by the horn. As you have given an opportunity, I will run with it. And I will be with you on a daily basis.
Yes.
And
feel free. We don't take this for joke. Once you come on this show, this is your show. The page, the GBC page is your page. Feel free to advertise. I want to make sure that after the show tomorrow, I know it's late in London now, but tomorrow, make sure you look at the comments and connect. There's a chef on this thing that I want to do a shout out to, Chef Princess Rare. They have the largest Liberian restaurant in America. And in Dallas, Texas. So I want to make sure that the two of you connect, because I'm sure you guys can do some work together. And I made sure to tag she and her husband on the show, and she's been watching. And one of the comments, she said you wanted to put white tablecloth for palm butter rest.
It's not that you put a white tablecloth. You got a white tablecloth, then you put another piece of cover to cover the table.
Okay, but I want to make sure you connect with Princess, because they've been doing some great work. I know in the background they've been trying to establish a Liberian Chef Association.
Oh, brilliant!
We're looking forward to the time when that is established, so that we can also bring them on. But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For coming. Say hello to the CEO.
I will. And it's
nice to hear a man say his wife is the CEO. All right, got anything for Kawah before we go to the next portion?
No, man. It's so great to catch up with you again, Kawah.
Thank you so much.
It's so great to hear all the wonderful things you're doing, and connect with us. Let's, whatever we can do to help to support that business, we definitely will. And who knows, we just might show up in East London.
I told you, Kawah, I got rich people there behind me.
Yeah.
I don't want to even talking what you get looking.
Kawah, Hold on, James. Congratulations on all of your accolades. I
Thank
wish
you.
the new business much success. We
Thank you
will
very much.
be promoting your business next Thursday, as promised. We should
you.
have some social media presence, and we will be highlighting Kawah's Cozy Garden in London. And I'll make
All
sure I
right.
send some people to you.
Thank you very
Thank
much. I do
you. Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
and
Thank
see
you.
you.
So
Thank you
nice.
for coming.
You're welcome.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Yes, that's good. I love those kind of
Nigerians
stories.
doing good things. We're
I'm
not
They
just
telling
are.
doing
you.
booga.
They're doing good.
I'm telling you.
They're doing booga. Yeah,
Not
even
that our
agree.
president are doing more than that.
They're doing good things. So that was amazing. So the second part of the show, we're almost done. Folks, thank you for hanging around. Don't go. You know, we still have 2 or 3 things that we need to talk about. So we're gonna go to our advertisement for today.
Mm.
You ready,
Oh
Michael?
yes. Yes. It's finally here, people. Home healthcare Liberia. I know a lot of people, lots of people have approached me in the U.S. across the diaspora with concerns about their family members back home, their mom, their dad, their grandparents, their older relatives, uncles, aunts back home, and they're worried about the care that they're going to have and trying to find people helter skelter to get them to go and to visit their parents, make sure they're eating, make sure they're taking showers, that they're getting to their medical appointments. For you out there who are facing the same issue, Home Healthcare Liberia is here for you. Okay, it's a newly established business, but it's established by people with wealth of experience. We're actually taking the home care industry back to Liberia. The service that you get, the first class, excellent service that is here in the US, that is what we're taking back to Liberia. We've been training our nurses, we've been training our home health aides, both males and females. So don't get it twisted that, Liberian people can do this job. We have great staff that have been trained and they understand what they're presenting, the service they're presenting, and they're ready to serve you. You can reach out to me. My number is there, 763-218-4147. We'll also have a website, www.hhliberia.com. You can go on that website too. All of the information is there. Our contact information is there. Please share this information. If you don't need it, I'm sure there's a Liberian out there with a family member back home who could benefit from this. All right, we have nurses that can come out to the home, that can do blood pressure, that can check your blood sugar, that can do your vitals. We have nurses that can escort you to your medical appointment, that can set up your medication. All those things are available. All right. So please, 763-218-4147. Home Healthcare Liberia. We are here. We're here for you. Thank you.
This is amazing. It's amazing. Most of the people,
Congratulations.
yes, congratulations. Most of the people, when they saw the poster there, some people are like, really? Home health care in Liberia? I think it's an amazing thing. I think Liberians can
Yes.
do a lot. There are Liberians who are trustworthy, who have the technical know-how and the expertise. And if we can't just know everything we know, learn everything we know, and just sit on it here, we have to be able to invest in our country, and we have to be able to spread the information that we have. So kudos, and we're looking forward to when the business does start, that we can interview, because this will be the first of its kind in
Yes.
Liberia. We're having a home health care in Liberia, so that's a good thing. I told you I got rich friends. All righty. So just before we close, we're talking about trending topics. Anything for Liberia? What's trending? I know what's trending on our page, but what's trending in Liberia? I mean, anybody following?
Yeah, most stealing.
Let's skip that for a bit,
Yeah,
and
let me
I'm going to throw a little curveball. Let's talk a little bit. We're almost into our first year anniversary, Glendy, and I think maybe we need to take a poll from our viewers. We're probably looking for 50 guests that can come over, and we're gonna have a live show. So we've been talking about that. I want to put it out there and just see what people think about it. But it will be really great to meet some of our guests face to face, and maybe bring back some of our first guests that we had on the show. A few of them come to mind. We want to have really adult conversation. And when I say that, I think about Banja Carter, who's very active on the page. Kuba McCullough, who's been on the show. She was one of our first guests that we interviewed. So just to have those folks live with us and have some really fun adult conversation. And y'all know me, I'm an event person. We're going to make an event out of it. So we're thinking about it. Love to hear from you all and tell us what you think about it. Lindy?
Good, and that's a good thing. Just reach out to us. I know a couple of you have said, yes, we want to meet. Let's meet. We want to do this differently. We also, we're a support group. So we want to be able to support each other. We want you to come and talk to us so we can learn from you. Agatha always thinks big. Also, as she was talking, I was also thinking there are people in Liberia who participates regularly. Burma Blake, Luke Bao, and Fred Bass. They can also be on it live by Zoom.
Yep.
And then we can be talking about it. So we're not trying to let this year listen, we're trying to take this thing way down the road. So many other things. We're not just doing this and want to end it. So we're thinking about it. Like Agatha said, please reach out to myself, to Michael, to Agatha, or to the manager of the page, Eva Sa.
Yeah.
Make sure you reach out to us and let us know what you're thinking. Agatha she's the coordinator, man. This woman is a BA. So we're thinking about doing something, but we want to make sure we don't want to do it. It's just us. We want you to be encouraged to come and do it. I actually just dropped my agenda. We need to do what's trending in Liberia. You have your agenda?
Yes, I do.
What's trending on the page? But before Agatha starts, I'm gonna say what's trending on Facebook and the page was Agatha's 50th party. I ain't no joke. Everybody felt it. You felt the party. We look, we are a bad group. You hear me? Bad in a real. I want to add the other part, but this group, Agatha, Michael, Eva, and I, this group here, we don't do anything like that. We made sure that people were live at that party in the bedroom.
So I begged for forgiveness before I started, right? I said I'm extra ordinarily every day, but that weekend I was just super extrally extra.
Oh, too extra.
Okay. I'm grateful to all of my guests, my family and friends that came. Listen, I've never had a birthday party before. That was probably my one and only birthday party I'll have. But I had an amazing time. For those of you who couldn't make it, I know you were there in spirit.
Yes, we were.
But you know, we're gonna have other opportunities for us to get together and socialize. Listen, life is hard as it is. We all go through things in life that are not always pleasant. So when we have an opportunity to gather, and it's not a funeral, and it's not because someone's sick, it's just to celebrate life, I am all for it. I encourage it. So forgive me, I'm not done with celebrating my birthday. Listen, I am half a century. Me, little old me, is 50 years old. So I'm going to continue celebrating. You saw me having my mango martini. That was my signature drink for that weekend.
Oh, that was it.
So I'm going to continue for the rest of the year until I turn 51. So every now and again, when it comes to me, maybe next week I should teach people how to make this mango martini. Maybe we should do that then.
That would be nice.
Yes.
Let's do that. So
I'm telling you, will follow that. Let me tell you, because I was there live. Let me tell you, I was live.
You were live?
That mango Martini, you sitting there, you drinking it, sweet and nice. It doesn't hit you until you hit the bed.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
hit the bed.
So
But it
next
was
week, like
really good.
we're gonna start doing signature drinks. So we'll
Yes,
do that
yes,
next week Thursday. I'll
yes, that's
give
your
you the
thing.
recipe for the mango martini, and then I just want to say thank you. That's it, Glendy. Enough of my party. I'm gonna continue to post
No, it's
pictures.
not
If you don't
enough.
like it,
It's
just
not
scroll.
enough. It's not enough. Let me tell you, I was there, and it's people every minute they won't be rushing me. I took my time, took my left leg while I was staying. Every 5 minutes, what are you at? I say, I come me. But it was a good, we had a good, it's
We
just
had a
an
good time.
amazing thing. Good group, good weekend, good people, good food. It was beautiful. Sarah's is saying, Agata, you killed the page.
It's my birthday.
Yes, we celebrated this woman. We're still celebrating her. It was beautiful. Thank you, Agata, for it was well organized. Everything was done to the T, the dancing. And Agata also has an award. Brahma Blake awarded her the best dancer from the 80s. The woman you saw that woman coming over a white costume, her husband said was like,
Okay, hold on. Let's do this. I like to, since we're talking about this, we might as well. I like to recognize Liberian owned businesses, first of all, and then Black owned businesses. I went out of my way to make sure that everybody that I hired for my weekend to remember was of African descent or Liberian. So first of all, to Yoni CEO of Yoni
yes,
Couture, if you
yes,
like that white suit I had on,
that suit was a bomb.
Yanni did the damn thing. I'm telling you. And he says, sister, you can have them, but everything that I asked for, he
It was
delivered.
nice. It was so neat.
Yes, he did extremely well.
That's nice.
The food that was catered on Sunday, for the brunch and lunch and dinner and all of that was made by the Village in Atlanta. It's in Lawrenceville, Georgia. The chef there is Doris Sharp. I want to thank
That
her
woman can
and
cook.
her staff. She has someone on the grill for me, and they cooked all the food, and I want to thank them for it. And then I dealt with some African Americans that Shanika from Synergy Sweets, she made the cakes for me.
Ooh,
They were absolutely gorgeous, but they
soft,
tasted so good.
soft and moist. I took a piece,
Yes.
I put it in the freezer, I brought it home, and I ate it.
I'm still eating it. And then last but not the least, Jada Vital was the winner of Guys Grocery Games. Young lady. She did the tapas on Friday for me. Very talented. So listen,
You
there
forgot, you forgot the bow ties,
oh, I didn't
the
forget the bow
Mambu.
ties. Hold on. The Market Vu. We had him on this show. Let me tell you, I gotta
Yes,
tell you the story. So one of my brothers, right? We were at the house on Thursday night. He came, he said, sis, I ain't got no bow tie. And my husband was showing him his. I said, okay, I know a kid that can get it for you. He said, sis, it's tomorrow. I said, don't worry about it. I'll have it delivered before 12 o'clock on
yes,
Saturday afternoon. And dinner was at 6. I called Michael Smith from DeMarket Food and I said, listen here, I need this color bow tie. He said, let me send you some, sis. He sent me a few. We picked them out. That young man went to wherever DHL, I don't even know who delivered it, but it was there the next day by noon. Now that's
Wow.
customer service for you. He did, he didn't say I'm busy. He said, when do you want it? I told him when and he delivered. That's
yes.
customer service. That's what's good with Liberians. We often talk about all of the bad things about Liberia, but all of these people that I'm naming, they are Liberians and they delivered and it was exceptional. So hats off to them. So the next event you're having, please pick up the phone and call your own. Let's support our own.
Yes. The only thing I was not like bring out of the cigar there.
Well, that is true. That is
When I
true.
get
But
it,
it
I'm
was just good to be there and smell it. You know what I mean? I was tempted a little bit, but I will not go there yet because if I just cigar there, I will not even be able to control me on this. All right, we almost done here, but we had a good time.
Yes.
Good time. It was a good weekend. Good time. I even took 5 days off just for Agatha.
I'm humbled. Thank you.
So trending on the page, there's a small girl dancing booga. She's trending on the page. This booga thing here, you better go learn that dance. That's Agatha's signature dance. She's dancing with booga, the song. She's had 1,000 people view it.
Wow.
Sam, believe it or not, and I want to compliment the people on our page. So I was in jail, and I reached out to Luke Bao because Sam Namwe is one of our commenters on the page, and I did not want him to have his birthday. I mean, Agatha, the day before, I already harassed Agatha to post something. I was in jail. I already harassed Michael. So I reached out. The reason why I'm saying it is I reached out to Luke Bao, who's also a member of GBC.
He's been on here
to share a post about his friend. And Sam Namwe actually turned 60. That was his 60th birthday.
Oh, wow.
What is amazing about the post is that Luke shared the post, and there's been it's been 1,100 likes on that post. Now listen, I like this, and it's significant for me because it wasn't shared by me. It wasn't shared by Agatha, Michael, or Eva. It was shared by a member.
Yes.
And people gravitated. This is what we want to see. This it just says it all. This show is equally, the page is equally your page as it is our page. And Luke shared, and people who didn't even know Sam because of the post, they came and they said happy birthday. We hope that GBC made that day feel very special. We don't know everybody's birthday. We don't want anybody to feel bad. If it is your birthday, you want to shout out, so send a message.
Yeah.
Send a message to any one of us. Send a message to Iwa. Tomorrow is a day. That is when she works. She works only on Friday.
Yama.
Yama is a thing. So send it to Iwa, Michael, Agatha, and myself. We want to celebrate each other just as much as we celebrate ourselves. So we hope so. Sam wins it. And then the other one, there was a post that said, I have to do this before we go because it's a serious post. It says, you can leave your wife because she was impregnated by another man. No. Go to the war room and pray for your marriage. That other guy is nothing but just a home wrecker that must never be allowed to win. A good husband doesn't just quit. There you have it, sons of Adam.
No comment.
There you go.
Those who pray will pray.
So what is he saying here? This is announced. Michael, tell your listeners and follow catchers is now being taxed by the federal government from 600 and up from a person's account, meaning if a person sent an amount that from their account over sometime it goes over $600, it will be taxed.
That is
Thank you, Sunday, for sharing that with us. So people, if you want it taxed, go to Zelle.
Kind of cash.
Yeah, or go to kind of cash. We had them here before. So our guest for next week is a young, where's the poster? The young Liberian author and also a philanthropist for young people in Liberia. He will be coming. He reached out to me months ago, almost I think 6 months ago, asking if we could give him an opportunity to come on this platform to talk. So his name is Gay Floor Bayan Garfoli Jr. He's an author and a youth leader. He will be here next Thursday telling us about his book, telling about the work that he currently does in Liberia with Liberian youth. So we're looking forward to that show next week. Folks, thank you for sticking around. This was a good show today. It feels so good to have everybody at work, doesn't it?
Yes, but we still miss Into Beauty though.
Yeah, we miss Into Beauty. Always miss Into Beauty. But she's there. I called her today, give her another contract. She said, I tell you other J. So, folks, until Agatha, anything before we leave these people?
No, if you have a business or you're doing something and you want to let us know and spread the word, see what we did with Banjas
Yes, thank you for
performance.
reminding me.
Yes, that was amazing. I can't wait to hear about it from him.
Yes, we
Maybe we
have
work
to.
on bringing him on to
We
talk
have to
about
bring
it.
it on
Yes,
to
but
come and say thank you.
absolutely, we all
Yes.
rallied around him and was
Yes.
able to. I
GBC
wasn't
was
on.
in
I
the
wasn't
work.
able to go, but I was able to look at the live feed, and
Yes.
it was beautiful. Liberians helping Liberians. It's I that this is what this show is about, really. I
Yes.
can't say much more than that.
It's
But I did want
amazing.
to say thank you to everybody that bought a ticket, that showed up and showed out for him, and he did his thing. He did his thing.
Yes, I'm gonna be the first one to say I don't know everything. I may be a novice for so many things. They didn't even know I could watch it on live until
I know, right?
the civilized person, Michael Patman, had a post that he shared that I will be watching this and drinking this. I said, oh, okay.
Mhm.
If you'll be watching and drinking it with a queen, I'm gonna say I gotta be watching and drinking it in my bed.
Yeah.
So, but I think it was really, really good. And people were texting us and people were
Yes.
tagging us in the post. So, Banja Kata, I hope we did you some good.
Yes.
Liberian
Yeah,
supported you.
awesome.
We came out. So, thank you. You have to come back. And I asked him the next morning, I said, how was the show? He said, well, sis, I think it was sold out. The place was packed.
Nice.
Awesome.
We're gonna get we're gonna get there, and we hope we can do even more for whoever is out there. Next
One more
week
thing, Glenda, before we go, and I hopefully people get the tail end of this. We really need you to invite others to like the page. We've
Yes.
been here over a year. The goal is to really be over 10,000 members before we reach our 1 year anniversary. So if each one of you just invite 25 people, that will help us reach our goal. So I'm going to continue saying it on every show. Hopefully someone hears it and act accordingly. But we really need your support because be we need to have a good amount of membership to be able to support each
Yeah.
other. So that's how it works. So please, please, please invite someone to be a part of the page.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And if I can just say, look, my guys out there, the women are outnumbering us on this show. Okay, I need protection. Okay, I need you guys. Reach out to your other guys. Okay, we have so many groups, Facebook groups we're in. Reach out to them, invite them to join this group. You know, Thursday, Friday, invite them. Let them come see the fire show that can go on. From this program into Yama Yama Friday and how it runs through the whole week.
Whole week.
So Friday is like the kickoff.
Yeah.
It runs through the whole week.
And then get died
So
on Wednesday.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So guys, come on. I need for us to get that number up a little bit.
Yes.
We need to be heard too, yeah? And we need to support the ladies.
Yes,
Okay.
please. Come
So
out.
yeah,
Come out.
so come on. Come on, don't be selfish.
All right, folks. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure being here. I felt so good having my two counterparts here today. It's always good to show up for work. Thank you for being at work today and on time. And until next time, we will see you all next week, Thursday, when we'll be supporting a young Liberian author and youth leader. You were saying something?
No, I said we're gonna be drinking mango martini.
Yes, we're gonna start the show somewhere in the middle. Agata's gonna set it up. She's gonna train us on how to start making this drink. Make sure you let us know what to buy because we want to join.
I will.
You. Yes,
I will.
I'll buy a big bottle so I can drink it. Yeah, bye, my people.
Oh my God.